Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Now today we're going to take a look at Jade Dynasty. Now there's a free-to-play 3D fantasy MMORPG and it's set with a very Chinese themed background. As you can see, I created a couple characters just kind of play around and see what the game was all about. But let's get started and show you guys everything from character creation all the way up. So as you can see, you've got basically two different kind of races that you can choose from. You've got this race, which is kind of more of the nature style. See, very like skin, got some like tiger skins or whatever. And then you've got the humans. So you've got the Athens and the humans. Let's go ahead and take a look. Actually, we're just going to go right into the Athens. I'm going to take a look at both. I'm going to jump right in because I want to create an Athens for you guys. The difference is the humans, on this side, you can see you've got 4 different classes that you could choose from. On the human side, you don't. You actually start as an initiate, and then once you reach level 15, then you are able to, at that point in time, start to define yourself in exactly what type of class you want to go into. Now there's 4 class selections on this side. You basically got a warrior tank style, you've got archer hunter style, you do have an assassin or thief style, and then you've got kind of a bard healer magic user. Now it's really funny as far as the translation is concerned. On this Ryan, you've got they're the most horrible assassins, so it's just a bad translation. It's supposed to be something like feared or scary or whatever. It's just they chose the wrong word, so it doesn't matter too much. Let's go ahead and let's go with the warrior type. We're actually going to go with a male. You can see you've got female side, and you can randomize these a little bit. Let's go ahead and go with a male, and let's randomize it a little bit. See if we can get something pretty cool. And why not? There we go. Conan style with blue hair. So let's pick that name, and there we go. And let's jump right in. Now we are going to get a cutscene here real quick, but we're going to skip by it. Now, one of the things that the game really has, and I'm going to let this play a little bit, very Chinese-based roots. Now, the reason for that is it is developed by Perfect World Entertainment, a Chinese company. And so let's go ahead and let's talk to this guy and get our first quest. Elder's Gift, thanks. Thank you very much. And the nice thing is because it is developed by Perfect World, you may see that the structure of the UI is very similar, and you also have your handy dandy, easy to move around, auto, not track. You've got the tracker here, your quest tracker, but you also have your auto pathing to the different NPCs. So that's kind of nice to be able to just move around. Really simple, really easy. We're just going to run around back and forth and talk to these different guys. And it's kind of cool at the beginning. The game is essentially setting you up by having you do all these different quests, and as you see, you get different weapons and different items as far as armor and different things like that. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. Now, this is a Perfect World game, so of course you get your treasure chest or your starter treasure chest, and that always dumps you off with a bunch of different items. These health orbs that they give you almost 1,000 of, and then they give you this refined axe. We're going to go ahead and equip that because it's got some bonuses. And then we've got this tiger ice. We're going to go ahead and use that, and that turns into this Tigerian crystal, which is kind of cool because it increases your attack by 10%, an additional 100 points, and lasts for 8 hours. So what's kind of neat about that is they're essentially giving you a cash shop item that you can take and you can buff yourself up with. We're going to go ahead and use that buff real quick. And there we go. We're now buffed up, and we've got the Tigerian crystal right there. And it's kind of nice to have those available, and it's the game's way of basically setting you up, giving you an item that you can try out that normally you'd have to pay for in the cash shop. And be able to test it out and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and equip this, and you can see our armor changed on our guy. We've got cool little shoulder pads, stuff like that. Now graphically, the game is actually really nice looking. Unfortunately, the settings only allow you to go so high. Like normally I can play at 1920 by 1200. Let's actually take a look at those settings real quick. I think there we go, the options. And we've got it set to full. I thought it was actually set lower, but it is actually set to full. But we are set to go at the full 1920 by 1200. I was worried that it starts you off a lot lower, so you're gonna have to go in there. Now normally I would go in there before, but sometimes these games, they do reset it when you jump from character to character. Not sure why they do that, but they do. So we're just gonna keep busting through these quests as fast as we can, and then we'll get to our first kill quest in a second. We'll be able to head outside and start taking out some monsters. Now, one other thing that's really pretty cool is let's see, I think it's maybe this chick that actually gives it to us, because let's see what she has for us. Quest related, a strange man. Great, thank you. Let's see what else she maybe has for us. Catalyst. Ask me questions. You have any questions? So the espers. Let's talk about that for a section. So Athena espers. So you can get these different espers. And let's see. Do we have enough? We don't even have enough coin yet. Let's see if we could sell some stuff and get the coin for these espers. Let's see here. We've got not even close yet. So what else do we have here? We've got the helm. We've got boots. It doesn't look like we're going to even be able to sell to get enough, because we need, I think the cheapest one is 10 silver. So let's, see, we're way short. So we can't even buy that. So, but the espers are essentially, let's take a look at them again. You know, I should have pointed this out. Let's go ahead and get that up again. So at the espers, so as you can see, you've got different colorful painting level. Then you've got, that's a stone, soil, rage orb. Let's see, what are these ones? And you can see some of them have different bonuses and stuff like that. Now the espers system essentially allows you to bot the game. And I think the reason behind that is, you know, this game has been out a while, and they really want to push you towards the later game content. And there's a big reason behind that. You know, the game is actually very, very heavy on the PvP side. I highly suggest, if you're going to play the game, that you play on the PvP side. And the reason behind that is, let's actually close that out. We're going to head outside and take out some bees. The reason behind that is, let's take a look at the map, and this will really show you what's going on. So you can see the territories. You see all these different territories that are different colors. They're actually controlled by clans or by guilds in the game. And there's full-on wars that go on between the different clans and guilds to vie for control of these different areas. So, I mean, as you can see, once you get up into the higher levels, that's where the game really shines on a PvP level, is being able to really participate in some of those high-level clan battles that are for territory control. So, I mean, the game is, like I said, really heavy on the PvP side as far as that stuff is concerned. Another thing the game really has is a really good achievement system. As you can see, there's just tons and tons of achievements in all different areas, you know, whether it be crafting, because in crafting there's tons of different crafting, you know, everything from pet crafting to crafting your own weapons, to refinery and basically taking weapons and making them better, and giving, like you could see, fail to refine a piece of gear to +8 without using a Serenity Jade, causing the gear to break. And if you play some of the other Perfect World games, you know how this stuff works. And then different things with different items, and then different things with you know, adventure, your common quests, and your things like that. And then you've got different ones for PvP and PvE and the battleground world bosses and all this different stuff. I mean, it's really cool to see this level of stuff. And now we're going to go ahead and start using some of our skills. We're going to start taking some of these guys out. And now, as you can see, because I do have that buff up right now, I am able to just one-shot these guys. So we could take, and you can see I've already got level 3, and with that we have earned some skill points. So right now we do have this hard blow. We're going to go ahead and throw a couple of points in there, and we can't actually put another one in there yet, but you can see you definitely have a ton of different skills available, and you can see you've got a couple of different directions you can take even with your warrior later on. And you can see here, you know, character level greater than or equal to 25 before we can even get into that one. With this one, same thing. So these start to come into play at level 25, and then you can define and refine even more deeply what type of warrior you want to play with the tome system. So kind of cool little system that they have there. Let's go ahead and take out the rest of these bees that we need, so we can get back and turn this quest in. And I don't think I'm actually going to be able to show you guys the botting system, because if I remember correctly from playing on this side, now on the human side, I can get through it pretty quick and actually get to that botting system pretty quick, and turn in all the quests necessary. But on this side, it takes a little bit longer, and I'm probably going to run out of time. So I'm just going to show you guys more of the features and stuff like that. But no, there is a botting system in the game, and like I said, it's really there essentially to get you guys, or if you want to play the game, to get you to the ladder level to where you can participate in things like the the boss fights and the PvP clan battles and things of that nature. And just like any other Perfect World game, as you can see, they have their event list. So they've got all kinds of different events that you can take part in. You can see they have different times of the day, and they've got different requirements. Like this one's got 15 gold and things like that. So you can jump in and you can earn experience rewards and quest and gear and things like that. It's always cool to see those different things, and you're never gonna lack in any Perfect World game, especially the ones that I've played, whether it be Forsaken World, Perfect World, this one, Legend of Kung Fu, whatever. You're always gonna have tons and tons of quests to do and things of that nature. So it's always nice to see a full quest system, especially when you've got these different grind style games. But the grind is really kind of taken out, because it's kind of funny. Like I said, you can do the botting system, and what's really funny about that is, let me see, is it here? No, it's actually in the socials. Is you can actually do the botting, and then while you're botting and your characters run around killing stuff or finishing off your different quests, you can go in here and play these different mini games. They've got like the tower defense mini games, or link 'em up, or landlord fight, which you can see here. So you can essentially play those different games. Now you don't have to. I mean, you can go off and you can do whatever you want. Make yourself a sandwich or whatever. But it's always interesting to see the different stuff that they have available like that. So there we go. We just leveled up to level 6. Kind of cool that you level up in a bunch of levels all at once. And we've got some more of these points so we can start to distribute. We've got a couple of different passive skills, basically max spirit, and then max health, and then we increased our hard blow. So there we go. So we're going to continue getting these quests, and like I said, I'm going to try to get there, but I don't think I'm actually going to have enough time. That last quest did give us a 2-hour double duration as far as double experience. So I mean, it's always cool to see those things, because getting to the extra experience. Now here's something that's really cool. I can take, and with this character, you can see here, she's level 137. I can actually take and not only view her items, but I can view everything. So if I want to take, and she's a character class that I want to be, I can actually look at what skills she uses and what tree she's following and all that different stuff, and say, oh, you know what, that's really cool. Maybe I want to copy that system, or to see all the different things that she's using for her skills and socials and things of that nature. You can see all the things that her character is using, and different gear that they're using, all kinds of things like that. So I mean, it's really a cool system to be able to see all the different things and see the pet gear that her pet is using and stuff like that. But it's always nice to be able to check that stuff out. Games like WoW have other systems where you can go to, like their armory or things like that, but they don't have anything in-game. I mean, you can see the characters' gear and stuff like that, but you can't necessarily see all the different breakdown as far as their skills and things of that nature. So it's kind of cool to see that stuff. So let's bounce through a bunch of these quests. Continue. There we go, and let's cruise off. We've got to go talk to this person. I don't see them locally. While we're running over there, we're going to take a look at some of these other things. You've got your clan or your alliance. You've got party settings, because you do have a full party system, so you can take and either join up with them, or you can seek a party, and you can set up your different settings for different things like that. So it's kind of cool to have that party system to search it out. You've got your social center. And here you can see, everything from marriage to friends to, expertise and allies and all that different stuff. I mean, the game's depth is really, 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 really nice. And now one thing that I can tell you is, as far as the bags are concerned, it's really cool that, every so many levels, you actually earn additional slots. And I can tell you, you're going to need every one of those, because you run out of those slots really fast. I mean, I'm talking really fast. Let's actually put our helmet on. And what else do we have here? We got some boots that we need to equip. What's this? Another one of those crystals that's going to turn into a buff. There we go. So that one actually gives us defense by 5%, additional 70 points. So it doesn't say 70 points in what, but whatever. So let's cruise off in this direction and turn in this other quest while we look at some of the other stuff that we've got. So we looked at our skills and all the different things that go along with that. Let's actually close. There's our quest list. And it's always cool in these games, and Perfect World does a good job of this, is you can see the quests that you have available to you. So you can actually look at other quests that are available to you right now and see, okay, and what's really cool is you can take and you can actually just click on this and head off in that direction, and you can see what events right there are available to you also, like we already looked at those. Let's go ahead and close those out and see what else we have here. Let's close that down. We saw the quest, saw that, saw our bag, all this different stuff. So let's turn that in, and I'm just busting through these quests as fast as I can to try and get you that different spot. So you can see the time, and they do have the help. So if you ever get lost and you're like wondering, hey, you know what, I watched all these videos, or I saw this, you know, how do I take and how do I get to this, or how do I find out about that? And you can just jump into that help section and it'll pretty much tell you exactly what's going on. Now, one thing I can tell you that, as far as I'm concerned, that the games have that I wish it didn't, is they have a player shop, and I wish they had an actual, I'm more of a fan, I guess you could say, of an auction house. And my reasoning is simple. You know, I hate having to go through and sort through all the different player shops to try and find, you know, that one item that I'm looking for. And I mean, I know that almost all the Perfect World games have them, but for me, it's just a bummer to try and have to search through all those different people. I think it's just a waste of time. It's so funny. They've got all these things that save you time, you know, the bots, and you can see this guy right here, and he's in his little meditation chamber where you can actually just sit and meditate and actually gain experience while you're just meditating in a safe zone. But yet they have a cash shop, or not a cash shop, an actual player shop system that just it seems to waste so much time. It seems like, to me, like an auction house would just be so much more simple. So that's one thing, as far as I'm concerned, that's just really just odd as far as these different games are concerned. So, but just nothing major, just my own personal preference. Now, graphically, you can see, I mean, looking off in the distance, I mean, you can see way up, you can see the trees, sky looks amazing, ground is really well done. I do have this set on pretty much the highest settings. So, I mean, graphically, you can see all that stuff is really, really cool. You can see some of the stuff as far as the, you know, when I got up to that other high-level player, some really cool items and the way they look on your character and things like that, of that nature. Sound-wise, the special effects are really well done. In the music, you've always got a cool soundtrack playing in the background, which I think is important to create, you know, a level of ambiance and really give you that full immersion level as far as the game is concerned. But that's you know, to be expected as far as the Perfect World games are concerned. They've gotten to where they're doing production level as far almost as high as games that are pay to play. But I am not going to be able to get to the point where I'm going to be able to show you guys the bot because I'm out of time. I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. And if you'd like to play or learn more about Jade Dynasty, you can read our full review at MMOden.com or just click the link in the description. Till next time, thanks for watching.